Welcome all celestial beings. Today's topic is identity shifting. What does that even mean? Who are you? That's what we're discussing today. Who are you and who do you want to be? So stay tuned if you want to learn more about the subject and how this relates to manifesting and how this is so important. Why is this so important and how it goes into the cycle of everything so that you can actually get to the point where you're manifesting the life you want. Let's start by asking ourselves, who are you? How do you identify? What labels do you give yourself? Now, some people would say, oh, I am a boss, I'm a manager. They identify through their job. Other people will identify, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, as the titles they hold in their family unit. Other people will be like, Bebe? Like, you would fill in the blank with your name. And some people would just say, well, I don't know, I'm human. Really, I don't know. And the bottom line is that most people don't really know. And I know this because I ask this a lot. I ask people, how do you identify? How do you feel about who you are? And this is a question that I never really thought of. I'm a very curious person, and I always wanted to understand how people identified and why they identified that way. And if they didn't like how they identified or how others viewed them, why did they change or did not change? And then I realized after watching a video of Master Sri Akarshna, which is my mentor, I was watching a video of his and it hit me. I was like, this is interesting. People label themselves because of the way they were raised their whole life. They were programmed to think a certain way, feel a certain way, identify a certain way. But what if you were able to understand that you didn't have to identify that way? What if you did not have to label yourself in those terms? Yes, we have great labels and great terms like, a mother, like a businesswoman or a man. But then we also have the labels that we give ourselves, like I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm not consistent, I'm not helpful, I'm not smart, I'm not whatever, right? We put those labels on ourselves. And how does that impact our life? I got thinking about all that. And it came to my attention when I started to really truly analyze this, that we forget. So consider this your reminder. We forget that at the core of who we are is not a label, is not an identity. We weren't born with that. At the bottom line of that, we are energy. We are a frequency. And that energy then can be shifted and molded, right? And that's what our culture, that's what the people in our life mold us. But what if we had the choice to mold ourselves? What would we mold ourselves into? So first, I'm going to teach you right now how to get who you are and turn it into who you want to be, so that you can bring things into your life. First, let's start by understanding that we are energy. Our physical core being of who we are is energy. And what is a fact, a scientific fact of energy? That it can be changed, that it can be molded, that it's flexible. Just like water, it's flexible. It can be molded. And in just that way, I want you to visualize who you are and become that flexible energy. Become who you are at the core. Once you do that, once you understand, okay, I can't change. This is a fact that I can change because I am energy and energy can change. Therefore, I can change. I can become the identity. I can become the label that I choose for myself. So Here we go. Step 1, figure that out. Identify that. Step 2, we're going to take a list. Go ahead, get your journal, and write down who you feel you identify as. What labels do you give yourself? Then step back and look at yourself from a third-person perspective, as if you were your own parent or someone who loves you, as if you were source itself looking down on you. How would you look at you and see who you are? How would you label? Once you've done that, the next step is, and you have to be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not helping yourself, okay? So be honest. Now, the next step is going to be, you're going to look at this list and you're going to determine what are the things that bring you these 3 things: joy, peace, and excitement. If these qualities, these identities, do not bring you either peace, joy, or excitement into your life, then you can decide at that point, yes, I want to let go of these identities. I no longer recognize this as truth to who I am right now. And then you get to do what? What's the next step? Experiment. You get to experiment. That means that you can say, let me try this. Do I like this? Do I love this? Do I not like it at all? How do I identify? Does this feel true to who I am? If it does, and it brings you peace, joy, or excitement into your life, then adopt it into your life. If it doesn't, then release it. Understanding that that was there to teach you, to help you grow, to help you experience, to help you know what is true for you now. You continue that pattern in life. This is not a one-stop deal. Here we go. So once we do all that, this is how it actually goes into the cycle. When you're able to do the things and label yourself with the identity of the things that you find bring you peace, happiness, and excitement, this is what will happen. The happier you are, the more love you will feel. The more love you will feel, the more love for yourself you will feel. The more self-love, the more worthy of it you will feel. It's being whatever it is you desire. The more worthy you are, the more worthy you feel, that then goes into, hey, I deserve this. The more you feel you deserve it, the more likely you are to truly believe, to truly be able to take action, to do the things and bring forth the things you want in life. This is how you then can assume that something is yours. Because how can you assume that you are going to be a millionaire? How can you assume you're going to have that dream job if you don't feel worthy of it? So we have to go all the way back to our identity and understand, who are we? Are we resonating with that identity right now? If we're not, then we need to let it go. And if we are, then we keep it. But remember, you have to focus on those 3 things: peace, happiness, and excitement. Those 3 things are going to be what's going to set you on that cycle of self-love, self-worth. I deserve it, so I believe I'll take action, and more of what you desire will continue to circulate into your life. Now, let's say you get to a point that you no longer resonate with that. This is no longer your truth. So what do you do then? You start the cycle all over again. You remember that you are energy, that you are flexible, that you can mold and change. And while not easy, it is doable. When we release the identities that we do not resonate with, we find more peace and happiness. That peace and happiness again leads to that self-love. And you know the cycle now. So if you're getting anything at all from this video, if this video has been of value to you, please do share it with your friends, because I really believe in this topic. And I really believe that if you put this into practice, every chance that you feel it's needed, you will be that manifesting beast. That scripting technique that I taught you, I'll put the link below. That mindset of assumption, which I'll put the link below, that's going to be your reality, that you're going to be able to get all the things you want in life. But it starts with understanding the bottom line, loving ourselves, feeling worthy of it, so we are able to attract it and be willing to believe in it and take action in it. Until next time, I'll be here, guys, providing you celestial guidance. So if this is your vibe, remember, consider to be our tribe. Until next time, bye.